development, which is hard.
You're only hurting yourself.
After whatever, you know, I believe in it. No.
I've said everything. Everybody wasn't born the same, you know. Everybody wasn't born, you know, in the suburbs. Everybody wasn't born in the city.
You don't want to feel like you're alone going through something, you know, and it's going through a lot of struggles in life. I feel like most people that go through the struggles, you know, they feel a sense of, you know, isolation, and they feel like, you know, nobody understands them or can relate to them, and that's what makes the struggle that much harder.
I dropped out in the 11th grade, but I do have my GED now. Just dealing with programs like this, I found that it's good for me. It keeps me out of a lot of trouble, and I feel like I'm giving a lot back that I took from people, which is helping the youth turn their life around and, you know, go in a better direction.
Part of like me dropping out had to do with like my attendance and like my attitude against things. Cause when I was younger, I had an attitude like, you know, like I'm probably not gonna do it, but then again, I didn't believe in myself when I was younger, but then as I got older, I realized this is the kind of things you're gonna need in life. You know, you can't really make it without a high school diploma or a GED.
In 9th grade, I entered South Boston High into a war zone. My sisters and my cousins already had beef with other girls and stuff like that. That led to me dropping out. A lot of fights going to school. I'm not interested. Work wasn't challenging. Like, I love math. Math is my favorite subject. And I felt like they was giving me middle school work. So I was flying by in math, but the things that I need help with, the teacher, I had like 30 students, so the teacher wasn't there to help.
While I was in 9th grade, I had a car accident. So I stopped going to school about 1 year. And then I finished my high school, and then, but I didn't have my diploma.
I started skipping school and whatnot, hanging around with the kids in my neighborhood. Then I had just, well, actually, I was seeing this boy, whatever. So I had a boyfriend at the time. So that was a lot of the reasons why I was skipping school. Because I kind of feel like, you want to know what, I missed a lot of school. So, you know, that's probably it for me. You know, my grades are bad. I can't bring them up. You know, that's gonna be it. So I just didn't bother because I figured there was no, you know, reason to continue.
So it's pretty much, you know, it's either go to school, you know, and risk, you know, being chased home every day, or, you know, just do what you know best, and that's just make money at the time. That's all that I thought about. So
like, I sort of gave up, and like I was just like not like going, like I was like absent, and like I wasn't doing the work, and like no one was really trying to help me. Like no one was like calling, like wondering where I was.
I wasn't always as motivated as I am today, but now that I am ready and willing to, you know, get back on track and follow and try to achieve my goals, I just, you know, I'm grateful that ABCD University High is just one of those doors that opened up for me, and I'm like, you know, very appreciative for them being there. And
it's made me want to go to school, because before at Snowden, it was like, I used to always want to go there, but once I got there, it was just like, I can't do it because the support from, it just wasn't there.
The teachers are very supportive. The class is very independent. You on your own pace, on your own time, there's no rush. Of course, there's a deadline because, you know, life has rules. But other than that, they help you find a job. You have parents in classes.
I feel like I'm at my pace, and people respect me, and I get along with others well.
I'm like really paying attention now, and like not like goofing off, and like going every day. Like my attendance is like perfect now, and I hope it like stays that way, and like I'm like the only one who can actually keep it that way. Like no one else can like really
do it for you.
Yeah, do it for me.
Them always calling them, they always just keeping in touch with me, which just kept me in their program. And then there's a program through Sociedad, which is called the Health Careers for Youth, which it's a career exploration program where they take you to all the hospitals that are in the Brigham and Women's area, you know, real professionalized. And for me to be able to have that opportunity to be able to do that, that just, you know, helped me show myself that, you know, I'm worth something, you know, I have skills, I can be able to do that.
You have more one-on-one with the teachers, which is, you don't call the teachers Miss this, Miss that. It's a first name basis, so it gets more personal.
They make sure that you're on task. They make sure that you get the work done. If you need help, you're staying after for the tutoring. You could come before school for the tutoring. It's just really helpful.
When you have an opportunity to make a better of yourself, take it, because it will be worth it in the future.
Man, with all the struggles that there is in life in general, having that chance to just come back and do good and do better and want more, and you expect more of yourself when you get that chance. You're more on that level where you're like, I can do it. It's gonna be hard, but you gotta live up to it. And when you're offered to come back and try again, that's so helpful, because when you mess up the first time, it feels so bad. It's like, gosh, what did I just do?
Like, you have to go through things to become a stronger person, and to have programs like the ones that we're in to kind of, you know, cater to us as we become a stronger person. I think that really, like, helps us out a lot.
My biggest issue or my biggest struggle within me growing up was basically staying focused and stop being so stubborn. I was running away, I was in the streets getting locked up, fighting, a lot of stuff like that. I was very negative. And it was mainly because I felt like everybody was against me. I had to have up a barrier. I have to have up that wall all the time.
You have to do what you have to do for your own self, because in the future, those people are not going to be there supporting you anyways. You're going to be doing your own thing on your own stuff, and, you know.
We live, or we're a product of our environment, and I feel like it's about time that we start making our environment a product of us.
Having a son is a big challenge. And trying to work now is even harder. But so far, my biggest challenge was having a son and managing to balance him being born and him growing up and going to school at the same time.
I just couldn't see myself not doing anything with my life. That's just not me. I mean, I have a lot of creativity. I have, you know, a lot of potential, and I just couldn't stay where I was at. And like I told you, that's like, I really felt like I hit rock bottom at the time. So I figured, you know, there's nowhere else, you know, there's no other way for me to move but up.
Life is so much more than going to school and just getting an education. It's about traveling. It's about saving your money. It's about getting a career that you're actually happy in.
Yeah, I see myself at Lesley University, which I'm trying to go there to become a middle school and a high school history teacher.
In a year, I plan on going to Bunker Hill Community, and I want to take up law because I always wanted to be a lawyer.
I never believed in college. I was like, whatever, it's just a gimmick to get in debt. They just want your money. They just want this. It's all gimmick. Now I can actually see the full grasp of it. Like, it's important to go out there and further your education.